Hello and welcome or welcome back to the Obsidian Mirror, where we pause a moment to reflect. I have a squeaky chair warning for you. In terms of the yellow things at the top of the screen, let's see if I can show you better. I have some yellow roses, and that is because this is going to be a special reading that I felt called to share with you. And I want to give you a trigger warning for grief. This is going to be a love letter to my mother. And I am going to begin with 3 deep breaths before I turn the conversation to her, wherever she is. And I'm going to take those breaths now. Hi, Mom. Happy Death Day. It's been over 20 years since you transitioned. And the grief is not as sharp as it used to be. But I still have my moments, you know. I got you some flowers again, like I always do. And this is my letter to you this year. Normally I write them down, but I felt like maybe I feel brave enough to share this time. Like maybe there's someone out there who might make use of it. And if not, that's okay. This is an experiment. As you can see, I have a YouTube channel now. YouTube was in its very early development when you passed. It's sort of a huge thing now. And I'm trying to participate in that. We'll see how it goes. I haven't seen any dragonflies today, but that's okay. I know you're still around, at least in my heart, in my mind, in my memory. I still carry you with me. Everyone can see you in me. I have your eyes, so when they look into my eyes, they see a part of you. And I think that that is very special. Thank you for giving me my eyes, my body, my heart. Yesterday, someone saw me come home with the roses, and her mother had also passed. And I got to tell her about the tradition that I hold for you. And she looked at me and she said, "You're so strong." And part of me recoiled from that, what I think was a compliment. It felt more like I had been branded with a hot iron, because all I could think about was the cost and what it's taken to get here, and how you were the strong one once too. It made me think about the letter that you wrote that I found. Maybe it was a journal entry. I'm not sure. But I remember how you said in your shaking handwriting, "Why do I have to be the strong one? Why me?" And when I found that letter, I thought, I never got to see you this way. But I think that's a little bit unfair, because I didn't get to know you. You were a stranger to me when you passed, which makes it sometimes more awful. I'm not sure about the objective reality. What would have been better? All I know is what happened, and I am doing my best to make peace with it. I'm going to teach you about my mirror reflection read as if you haven't been watching this whole time. The first card is for the current state, and we have the Eight of Cups in reverse, and the image looks like loss. It looks like insurmountable loss or grief that is so big that it overtakes focus. It demands attention. And at the bottom of the card, there are all these little paltry cups that can't hold as much as they used to. When I look at this card, I think about how big your absence was to me for so long at continuum. And it's not always that way anymore. Sometimes I miss you so much, I want to break my own cups. I want to rage. I want to yell at you. And I think about how that used to be your experience once upon a time. Your pain was consuming, and you didn't know anything else. And so in a way, I know what it's like to be you. And I also know that it's getting easier to turn away from the mountain, and that I can pick up my cups and I can fix them and I can try again. And I am trying again every day. And some days are easier than others. And I've been holding myself for a long time now because you weren't able to. And I'm getting pretty good at it. I can be my own mountain. I am learning to be my own mountain and to release and let go of the things that were holding me back, including my grief, one small bit at a time. And that doesn't erase any of my love for you. Next, we have the active pattern, which is pretty on point. It is about endings and death and the elderly, which you never got to be. And I kind of wonder sometimes what you would have been like as an old woman. Would I have fought with you when I was a teenager? What would we have disagreed on? How would my life have turned out differently if I was able to call you right now and tell you how my day went and ask you questions that only you could answer? But it didn't work out that way. And I am doing my best to continue making peace with that. Making peace without you. For the shadow aspect, 3 of Wands, quid pro quo. And normally this talks about cooperation of some kind, collaboration. And I think in terms of quid pro quo, I'm trying to stop doing the math, to stop calculating in every aspect of my life, to accept things and people as they are, to meet them where I can, to understand that there may rarely be an equal give and take, and that's okay. I am not entitled to someone holding space for me just because I have the emotions to express. I am not entitled to validation. And that feels rough sometimes. And this card also reminds me to see if there's anywhere where I have been taking and taking and taking and not considering the other person, and how I can hold myself accountable and give back, to shore up accounts, to be fair, to participate in life more. And not because someone owes me or I owe them, but because there is a potential for more human connection. I have been a witness in my own life for so long, and I think you know what that's like. I almost joined you a few times, but I'm still here. And I am learning how to lean into life more and to lean into love more. And that can be really fucking scary, but I think it's worth it. For the integration card, or the possible guidance, we have the Daughter of Cups in reverse. And man, do I feel like a Daughter of Cups right now. It's in the reverse. And I relate. I mean, it makes me think that learning how to be vulnerable is really challenging for me. I do my best to embody as much stoicism as possible, to be the strength, the strong one, the pillar that people can lean on, because I know what it's like. I know what it's like. And I also have to remind myself that it's okay to cry. It's okay to lose control sometimes. And I do it so carefully when no one's watching. No witnesses. I don't want my pain to spill onto anybody else. I want to have self-control all the time. And you know, I have scheduled my breakdowns. I've literally planned them, timed them. But I think that puts me at a distance. It makes me seem cold or unperturbable when that really isn't the case. And I am learning safer, kinder ways to express myself, to take up a little bit more space without feeling like I'm asking too much. I am learning how to name and feel and honor my experience. I think that is exemplified by this channel and what I'm trying to do here, to share my process, to bring the tools that I have into the awareness of anyone who could use them. Coping skills on coping skills, Jesus. And I also look at the Daughter of Cups and I think that I don't want to become you. I don't want to. And sometimes I feel like I am. Not in all ways, but in some ways. And in 5 years, I'll be your last age. And that scares me. I got to shave my head again today. I timed it for this day because I wanted to shed again. I wanted to shed the grief. I wanted to shed it. And I am sometimes, but other times it comes right back like it never left. And I hope that some critter or creature or bird will find my short hairs and perhaps add it to their nest, or that the earth will recycle everything that I let go. There's a bird's nest on the other side of this wall here, and there are a few baby birds inside. They hatched last week, and they are so delightful to see and so inspiring to watch grow. And it makes me think that you never got to watch your children grow up. They just started chirping. I think I'm going to end the reading here. Cue wet breathing noises. I love you. I still love you. And I still miss you. And I'm still here. And for anyone who made it to the end of this video, I want to tell you that the details of your grief may be different, but the experience, the archetypal experience, is ultimately the same. And so I'm with you. You're not alone. My heart goes out to you. You are not alone. Maybe I'll see you again on the Obsidian Mirror